Over the last several years, there has been an immense amount of work and effort all across the world from the standpoint of using new technologies to increase access to finance. And amongst the most successful of those experiments in China, in India, in Brazil, in an increasing range of countries around the world, we've had some immense successes from the standpoint of increasing access to finance. And if we think about access to finance, it has benefits not only from the standpoint of economic empowerment, but also, as we saw very strongly in the context of COVID, from the standpoint of resilience to a variety of different forms of crises. And it also supports wider aspects of not only economic growth and development, but many other aspects of the Sustainable Development Goals. In a new paper, Evan Gibson of the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Sangita, Gazi, and myself investigate the idea of how can we use digital finance, and in particular these ideas of digital public goods and digital financial infrastructure, to support the economic empowerment of women and enhance gender equality in finance. Now, if we look at this in the context of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, clearly equality of access as well as economic empowerment are core goals. But it's also the case that these goals from the standpoint of gender equality and economic empowerment of women are also macro-critical from the standpoint of wider objectives of sustainability, of resilience, and of application of government policies. And we take this opportunity to investigate the application of some of the work of the Alliance for Financial Inclusion, and in particular, their Denaru Action Plan, combined with the AFI FinTech for Financial Inclusion strategy, to look at how this might work from the standpoint of using digital finance to support gender equality and economic empowerment of women. And we focus in on 5 key areas. The first, the importance of digital inclusion, the availability of mobile phones and the internet on a gender equal basis. And it's striking how we still have quite a substantial number of countries around the world where not only are the penetration rates of mobile phones and smartphones quite low, but where we actually have wide disparities in the context of digital access between men and women. That parity of digital access is really the starting standpoint. That's the basis of digital inclusion. With that, if one combines it with a series of digital public goods, things such as digital identification, which either could come in the context of things like biometric digital IDs, such as those of India's Aadhaar system, or in the context of identities linked to mobile phone numbers, as has been done in China and an increasing range of jurisdictions, this idea of formal identity, we find, is central to access not only to finance, but also to a wide range of government services, which are fundamentally empowering. Second, from the standpoint of our research, we find that it's the ability to make and receive electronic payments which supports resilience, which supports better outcomes from the standpoint of children's education, from the standpoint of maternal as well as child and family health, as well as wider sustainability outcomes. And we're seeing some amazing projects. Brazil's Pix, linking hundreds of millions of people to the payment system for the first time. And building on these, the idea of a variety of different forms of digital financial infrastructures, trading and settlement systems, eKYC structures, which provide not only access to electronic payments and simple credit and savings, but a wide variety of other products, particularly insurance and investment and pension funds. So to bring it all together in this new paper, launched with the Center for Finance, Technology, and Entrepreneurship in the context of their wider initiative around re-architecting the financial system, we highlight not only the importance of gender empowerment from the standpoint of wider developmental goals, but also the power of digital public goods and digital financial infrastructure to make a real difference from the standpoint of economic and financial empowerment of women.